Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking some incredibly powerful advice from Mel Robbins and finance expert David Bach and boiling it all down into a simple plan. A plan you can use to take control of your money, starting right now. But first, let's start with a pretty sobering fact. It turns out that 7 out of 10 Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So, look, if you are feeling that financial pressure, if you're feeling that stress, just know you are so not alone. And this one idea, it is the key to absolutely everything we are about to cover. Right now, dozens of corporations and subscription services, they have a plan for your money. So it's time for you to have a plan for your money. All right, so here's our game plan. We've broken this down into 5 simple steps. We're going to start with that paycheck to paycheck trap, show you why you need a real plan, introduce you to something called the automatic millionaire system, cover investing and debt, and then finish with your very first powerful decision. Okay, let's just dive right in. Part of the reason so many of us feel stuck is that we are living in what David Bach calls the automatic economy. And you need to understand, it is designed from the ground up to keep you financially stuck. I mean, just think about it for a second. All those automatic payments that leave your account, Netflix, the gym, your meal kits, all the streaming services. These companies, they don't want a one-time sale from you. They want your money flowing out automatically every single month without you even having to lift a finger. And, well, the main tool in this whole system, it's right there in your pocket. Your phone is basically a money magnet. Every single app, every notification is competing to take your money automatically. So the real question is, are you going to let it, or are you going to use that exact same tool to build your wealth? So, here's the most crucial point. You can't fight an automatic system passively. It just doesn't work. You have to fight it with an automatic plan of your own. This right here, this is where most people live. It's what Bach calls the no-plan plan. The money comes in, and poof, it goes right back out. But the shift to an automatic millionaire plan, the one where you pay yourself first, it's way simpler than you think. And here's something that's really important to get. That feeling of hope, that feeling of taking back control, it doesn't start when you're debt-free. Nope, it starts the second you decide to act, the moment you just begin the process. Okay, so enough about the problem. Let's get to the solution and see how this thing actually builds. This right here is the core of the whole strategy, a super simple 3-part system to automate your financial success. The whole plan sends your money to 3 key places. You're going to set up automatic transfers into 3 separate accounts, one for your retirement, one for your security or emergencies, and one for your dreams. Now, these are the targets you're aiming for. The goal is to automatically send about 12 to 14% of your pre-tax income to retirement, and then another 3 to 5% into your security fund. After that, what you do with the rest for your expenses and your dreams, that's totally up to you. Okay, this is the secret sauce. Pay yourself first. What that really means is automating about 1 hour of your daily pay, which, works out to about 12.5% of your income, into your savings and investments before you pay anyone else. Seriously, this one habit is the big difference between people who build wealth and people who don't. So let's talk about the mind-blowing power of compound interest. Let's just say you found a way to save this amount every single day, just over $27. I mean, does that seem like a lot? Because if a 20-year-old invested that amount daily for 40 years, assuming an average market return, compound interest could grow it to over $4.4 million. That's not magic. That is just the incredible power of small, automatic actions over a long period of time. Okay, so how do you actually do it? Let's get super practical. Here are 2 simple tools, one for investing your savings and another for getting out of debt. The message here could not be clearer. Avoid the high-risk, super stressful gamble of trying to pick winning stocks. Believe me, there is a much simpler, more reliable way to go. And here it is. You open a retirement account, you automate your contributions every single paycheck, and then you put that money into a low-cost, broad market index fund. See, an index fund lets you own a tiny piece of thousands of companies, which automatically diversifies your investment. It is the definition of set it and forget it. Now, let's talk about debt. To conquer it, you can use what Bach calls the DOLP method. It's a lot like the debt snowball idea. The key is you attack your smallest debt balance first, no matter what the interest rate is. Why? Because getting that first quick win gives you this huge psychological boost and momentum to keep going and tackle the next one. And all of this brings us to the final step. And honestly, it's the most important step of all. It's not really a tactic, it's a powerful shift in your mindset. So, the let them mindset is when we're focused on all the reasons things are hard. The economy, our past mistakes, the system. But the let me mindset, that's about taking your power back. It's about saying, you know what, forget all that. Let me take one action right now that puts me back in charge. And at the end of the day, that is what this all comes down to. This whole process, it doesn't start with some giant, scary leap. It just starts with this single, small decision to begin. The decision to just try. So that's our question for you. What is your first let me decision going to be? Is it opening that savings account? Is it automating your first 1%? Whatever it is, taking that very first step, that's how you begin to write your own financial story.